Hey coyotes, welcome to this edition of Crazy Critters, and today we are at the Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona. The first stop is what is called the Painted Desert. This whole park encompasses about 7,500 square miles of land, and this area of rock is called the Chinle Formation. And it's mainly sedimentary rocks. It's those layers. You can see the different layers of color there. It's sandstone and mudstone. And they say that the reason why these rocks are different colors is because there are different amounts of iron in each of the layers as they were formed. While most of the Painted Desert is sandstone, there's actually a layer of basalt, that's that black rock that you're looking at, that is underneath. And basalt is an igneous rock. Anybody know what igneous means? If you guessed made from fire, you're absolutely correct. Igneous is a volcanic rock. Take a look at the difference in the types of rocks. Remember, the black stuff again is basalt, and then you have your sandstone and your mudstone. But I want you to look at this formation right here. What is causing all of those nooks and crannies in there? If you think weathering, you're absolutely correct. The wind, rain hits it, and the rock starts to weather away, leaving all of those little cracks. So all of the plants up here, it's kind of crazy to see how could things grow up here and survive in a desert area like this. There's yucca, we have something called freeloaders, like the paintbrush. Nothing's really in bloom right now because it's summer, but you can see a lot of the green. We have some green Mormon tea. I'm gonna go over there in just a second so you can see that. These guys all have something called adaptations. What are adaptations? Adaptations are something that plants and animals have that help them to survive in their habitat or ecosystem. So for instance, this plant here, which I believe is the green Mormon tea, it has very waxy branches. It holds the water in its leaves and branches. And most of these plants have either really shallow roots or very waxy leaves that allow them to hold in the moisture when they're not getting a lot of rain. Like this little yucca type plant, you'll also see it has needles there. That's also an adaptation that keeps animals from eating it. Nobody wants to eat something pokey like that, for sure. What kind of animals could possibly live out here in this desert? It's going to have to be something that has some adaptations to help it withstand the heat and the sun, and to be able to go without water or be able to eat off of the waxy leaves of the plants. We found that there's animals like mule deer, bobcats, something called a pinyon mouse, a rattlesnake, and some bluebirds. Now, I haven't seen any of those on the trail, but I'm gonna be looking for some evidence to see if maybe we might be able to spot some of those here in the park. All right, you saw the picture of the lizard that I saw, and now look at this. Any idea what that is? I believe it is some deer scat. And scat is a scientific word for poop. So there's our evidence that we've got some living creatures out here in this petrified forest. Well, that's it for our time in the Painted Desert. Make sure you like this video and you share it with your friends. And you can learn more about the Painted Desert and other national parks by visiting the National Park Service online. Join us next time as we venture deeper into the petrified forest and see what cool things we can find there. I'll see you next time.